in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Over Green. And it's Morant missing.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
LeBron against Jackson. And the dunk by James.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Well, Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
That's good from Morant. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
Shooting 2. And the first one drops. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Howard against Valanciunas. Howard misses.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Now Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Winslow.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
LeBron outside. He kicks the ball. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And again, the Lakers no good.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Here's LeBron, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Now, when James is attacking like this, he's sometimes overwhelming for the D, and they're forced to compromise. As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Now here's Brooks. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. In the corner, Winslow with it. Over Davis. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got his second basket. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Here's James. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. How he performed last season. He averaged about 12 points per game last year. 5 rebounds and 4 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 7.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Ball finds James. Shoots over Winslow. Nice shot by James. He's got 8.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Clark comes in for Jackson. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Looney's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Davis. Monk's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And many fans in Memphis had hoped for a change. But, Chris, they still had some question marks with this new leadership.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because they're relatively young and unproven. Former lawyers rather than basketball minds. But we're seeing that league-wide, teams are going with former agents and lawyers in their front office.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
First one falls for him. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Oh, well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling. I think you could say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of it.
I would agree.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Shooting 2. That free throw, no good.
And Memphis, a small town, not a free agent destination, but the connection between these fans and their team really stands out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, I love Memphis. Shout out to Bill Street. Oh, man, they got some great food there, GA. I'll take it to one of my spots next time we're up there. But Memphis is known for its food and music. I mean, the MGs, as some call the Grizzlies, a treasured part of the scene. For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
Here's Clark. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and the shot goes in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now, here is Morris. James in the post. That one, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here is Los Angeles now. Grizzlies making the shot. Morris outside. And James gets it to go on the assist by Morris. And that's 13 points for LeBron.
He's finding some good shots early on. What you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Jones looking for an opening. Jang high post. Here's Melton, covered by LeBron. Great D that time from LeBron. Lakers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. The shot's good from Monk.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
Here's Clark. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Melton. Off target from outside. The Lakers in the lead. It's LeBron with the drive, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Damian Jones is checked in for Jang. Lakers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 47% here so far. And here's Winslow. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 4-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, Greg, and maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis. Clark is out there with Winslow. Then it's Jones. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, shoot, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
No good on the free throw.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And the second free throw, good. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers. Looney passes to Monk. Teardrop shot. Looney kicks to Morris. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Clark finds Winslow. Here's Melton. Pass to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Moves back up. That one misses. Good work defensively by Morris. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in. And then for the Lakers, Davis comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Green in for James. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Looney passes to Monk. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Pass to Davis. Over Clark. And the shot is long. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Melton. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. In his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Here's Looney. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Monk for 3. And again, the Lakers no good.
And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Here's Jones, and the shot goes in. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Jones. Floats one. No good from Clark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Brooks outside. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Davis. Clark dishes to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Melton. Over Monk. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear, once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. And then for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Looney. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Valanciunas. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Portland.
That jumper is just looking clean, confident. Very little that Morant can't do.
Here's Ball. Now here's Monk. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Monk's got his second basket of the night. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now the pass to Monk. Right at the free throw line. Unable to get that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. To the middle. Over Monk. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Passes it to Davis. Over Brooks. And it's Davis missing. The Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And it's Morant missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Monk kicks to Ball. Here's Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. A floater. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, I love the rapid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Green against Brooks. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with this guy. It's fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Morant. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Green. Monk, the pass to Davis. Back to Monk. The shot from 20 feet away. Offensive rebound. And it's Davis missing.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Ball, the pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Inside, here's Morant. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 15 points for John Morant.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Monk, the pass to Ball. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Now, here's Ball. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Monk is no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Valanciunas, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Ball. Kicks to Monk. He dishes it to Davis. Down And through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Ball feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Davis. Monk for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Oh, now this is the energy you want from Valanciunas. He does a nice job there contesting without foul.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 18 points and 2 rebounds. And let's... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Winslow against LeBron. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. And that one drops. Brooks has got his first bucket in this one.
What assertiveness right there from Brooks. I mean, he knows he can make this shot when given the opportunity.
Now, here's Ball. Guarded close. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Lakers.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Finished off by the big man. A 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
Davis with it. 13 points in the game. And it's good. 2 points. Green's got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Morant. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Now here is Davis. Back to LeBron. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And it's blocked.
Solid shot blocker at his position. Ball's length allows him to make a difference on this end.
The Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Green. Now here's Morant. He's got 17. Pass to Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Well, his father played in the NBA. He grew up in Indiana. And his father was a teammate of mine, Jaren Jackson, over at the Wizards. Took on Jordan, those guys didn't do too well. Oh, and let me get back to it anyway. But for Jaren Jackson Jr., you could say the game was in his blood and in
Grizzlies making a switch here. Shang's checked in. Ball with the bucket.
such a smooth operator out there. Ball's floater is money when he puts the right touch on it.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Valanciunas. The Grizzlies with another miss. Chris and Jaren Sr., a three-point marksman, made sure his son worked on his perimeter shooting from a young age.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Jaren Sr. Even as some of Junior's coaches wanted him to focus on his inside game, Dad knew better. He said, sooner or later, son, you're going to need that outside shot. And boy, was he right.
Here's Rondo after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Rondo's shot is good. Rondo's got his first basket of the night.
And Rondo's handle has always been filthy. I mean, almost unguardable when he's pulling off the moves like that.
Now here's Morant. He's got 17. No good from 11 feet. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Over to the wing. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
And here's a look at some numbers for James. Great showing for him last season. How about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds? And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Melton, no good. Lakers leading by 6. Here's the floater. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by James. Rondo's got his second basket of the night. With the teardrop, and that one's good. Morant.
Just to make him a little more unstoppable, Morant's developed a deadly teardrop.
James, the pass to Morris. Back to James. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Clark. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Monk's checked in.
Well, when you look at a guy like Kevin Looney, I mean, he gives his team so much. I mean, great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And if you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
Now here's Morant. D right on him. Jones finds Jang. Here's Clark. They get a hand on it, and stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Lakers running again. The shot's good from Monk.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Chris, with Looney, he is a bit of a glue guy, and his defense is his calling card.
Well, he slots into so many lineups as he can play the 4 or the 5 and basically guard anyone on the floor. He has a good motor and doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well, and that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Here's Jones following the basket by LeBron James. Winslow dishes to Jones. Pass to Melton. Puts up a three. Morris with the rebound.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Here's Green. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Winslow. 1:03 left in the third. Winslow against James. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's so many advantages you gain from being LeBron's teammate. I mean, first of all, you're going to be wide open because everybody's going to be trying to double-team LeBron. I mean, you just got to be ready.
Grizzlies have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And then for the Lakers, Dwight Howard's checked in for Looney. Davis is subbed in for Markieff Morris. Lakers leading by 9. Howard, the pass to James. And the three off target.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quick.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Davis. It's Clark with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
In the corner, Winslow with it. From deep three-point range, and so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Brooks is out there with Jones. Then it's Winslow. Then it's Jones. And it's Clark in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And good that time.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Jones kicks to Brooks. Back to Jones. And the pass to Brooks. Jones trying to get open. Brooks misses. Lakers leading by 11. Down low. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Clark. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Outside, Jones. Clark dishes to Winslow, and that one is off. Davis with some nice D. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Some changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Damian Jones. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark, and it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Brooks against Green. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. That one drops for him.
Reliable at executing and screen and rolls. Valanciunas, he excels at taking what he sees in these sets.
Outside, Davis. Dishes at Durando. Shot from 12. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson. He misses the free throw. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Rondo against Brooks. And sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defense.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Brooks. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Here's Davis. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Passes it to Morant. On the wing, Winslow. There's the feed to Valanciunas. He kicks it to Morant. That 3 off the mark. Lakers leading by 16. Ball, the pass to Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball.
Oh, man, one of the smoothest young playmakers I've seen. Morant's passes are almost always on time and on point.
Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities. He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Softly drops in the floater. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Shoots over Ball. And it's Morant missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
You got to be in awe, James. An offensive juggernaut. It's caught fire here tonight.
Pass to Jackson. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money. But what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see. And if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
See, we have action. And another miss by Memphis. Lakers leading by 20. Rondo kicks to James. Now Howard. Pass to Davis. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brooks, the pass to Morant. There's the pass to Valanciunas. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. 1:31 left in the 4th quarter. Z-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
To the paint, James, and the dunk by LeBron.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Winslow against LeBron. Over LeBron. Winslow's shot is off. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Ini petiknya 6 bius. Itna.
Malik Beasley. And it's Isaac into the small forward position. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Now here's Schroeder. McGee, the pass to Ingram. And no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Beasley with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Poked away. Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Now here's Beasley. 6 to shoot. The pass to Robinson. Good on the bucket. Robinson's got his team on the board to start the game for Minnesota.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now, here is Gallinari. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's Randall. Gallinari making his last shot. Randall no good. Now Schroeder. He had 27 points last game. That one's no good. 0-1 to begin the game. Beasley kicks to Fultz. Pass to Randall. Some solid defense from Gallinari. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Ingram. He's covered by Isaac. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Fultz. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. And here is Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Fultz looking around. Pass to Isaac. Back to Fultz. Shoots over Schroeder, and the shot goes in from Fultz.
Well, terrific to see Markelle Fultz knock it down, looking more and more assertive in the mid-range.
Randall against Gallinari. Over Randall. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here is Robinson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Lets it go from 14, and the shot goes down.
Well, a welcome sign for sure. When Markelle Fultz is making this kind of shot, it opens up the offense.
Passes it to Ingram. Schroeder with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's another one for the Thunder.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, he has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
Now, here is Gallinari. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. From downtown, that's good from Schroeder on the assist from Gallinari. Schroeder's got 5.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
To get open is Robinson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Gallinari. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And he can't get the first one.
I think one thing you have to love about the Timberwolves, their aggression on the offensive end. This is a team that has been top 10 in free throw attempts over the last 8 years. And when they get to the line, they do convert.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Robert Williams is checked in for JaVale McGee. Johnson comes in for Ingram. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And Minnesota has possession. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. And part of why the Wolves get to the line so much, they take a lot of two-point shots.
And that's a trade-off, right, Kev? We all know the analytics like the three-point shot. They like restricted area twos. But the best way to get to the line is to challenge the teeth of that defense. You can't do that from 25 feet away, guys.
A shot by Trier, no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Ferguson kicks to Holiday. Gallinari on the wing. Over Randall. And it's Gallinari missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Gallinari with the rebound. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Here's Okogie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to the wing. Fade away. That one a little long.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
The kick out to Holiday. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
1:56 left here in the opening quarter. And there's the pass to Spellman. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Williams inside, stolen away. Here's Okogie. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead. Holiday, the pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gallinari outside. Johnson right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ferguson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Holiday, and that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Thunder lead by 2.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now, here is Gallinari. On the wing, Holiday. A three-pointer off the mark. Tie game in Minnesota. And don't go away. We'll be back with the act. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So for Oklahoma City right now, a perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Williams is out there with James Johnson, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
Johnson left side. Back to Holiday. Jacks up a three. Rebound by Kobe. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Rockets. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Johnson outside. Left side Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
And the first one at the line is good. And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebound.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out in pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
And the Thunder making a switch here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Johnson. Brandon Ingram comes in for Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Aaron Holiday. McGee's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Fultz the pass to Spellman. Right wing. Here's Isaac. They shoot again. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
You love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Beasley the pass to Robinson. Fultz with the ball. Shoots over Schroeder, and there's Fultz on the assist by Robinson. Fultz has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Schroeder passes to McGee. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Isaac. Back to Ingram. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10" frame to send it back.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Robinson dishes to Fultz. From outside, off the mark. Thunder trailing by 4. Ingram passes to Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Pass to Spellman. Dishes it to Fultz. Shoots over Schroeder. Fultz, no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a missed layup.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
So you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. He makes one of two that time.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Looking here at some numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Schroeder outside. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Beasley kicks to Fultz. Here's Beasley. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Schroeder outside. Score the basket, is 3rd after 5 shots.
I tell you, that jump shot is looking a bit more lethal nowadays. Dennis Schroeder has put a ton of work into that.
Beasley, the pass to Fultz. Now here's Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. McGee with the block. Schroeder looking around. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Minnesota leading by 3. Now Isaac still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kicks it to Fultz. From beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Shots good by Williams.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota. And a new group in here for the Thunder. James Johnson's checked in for JaVale McGee. Molinari comes in for Williams. Ferguson's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Ball's knocked loose. Passes to Isaac. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Because of his size and speed, Jonathan Isaac can be a terror in the open floor. Go ahead and finish that, Jonathan.
Gallinari, the bounce pass. Johnson against Randall. Holiday. Yep, that one goes in there. Holiday's got his third bucket of the night.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Randall no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
With the fadeaway. Almost, but it rolls out. Timberwolves leading by 4. Over in the corner, Isaac. And it's off from three-point range. Ingram outside. Holiday up top. Johnson at the elbow. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. Out to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. He can't get it to go. Down low. And it's denied.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Nothing seemed to give way up. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Mitchell Robinson out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Fultz in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The pass to Ingram. For the 3. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Schroeder's got the first bucket of the third here for the Thunder.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Gallinari against Randall. Bucket is good. Randall's got 5. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Ingram outside. He dishes it to Gallinari. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
Isaac misses.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Isaac with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Beasley. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Well, with that length, you want to see Jonathan Isaac attack the offensive glass. Put that 7'1" wingspan to work.
Schroeder passes to Gallinari. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Puts it up from 17, and that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 13.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Fultz the pass to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his third assist on the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Ingram. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And here's Schroeder. He's got 13. McGee dishes to Gallinari. Can't hit that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Thunder, Robert Williams, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And James Johnson is subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Gallinari. Shot to stop the run. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Okogie's checked in for Isaac. And Alonzo Triggers subbed in for Malik Beasley. Thunder trailing by 6. Gallinari surveying the D. Pass to Schroeder. Gallinari on the wing. Here's the 3. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And 11 points for Gallinari.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Okogie. That one doesn't drop. Oklahoma City has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
This is it for Robinson. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Gallinari. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Timberwolves trail. Guarded by Holiday. To the inside. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Fades and shoots. Spellman, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one wide left. Timberwolves shooting well. They're at 45%. Lets it go with the three. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 6.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Here's Holiday. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And off target that time from Trier.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And they take the lead. 10 points for Williams.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. 1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. Robinson passes to Okogie. Back to Robinson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The pass to Williams. Robinson pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Trier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 6. Over Johnson. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Williams. The dish to Gallinari. A baseline J. Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got his 4th rebound in this one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves ahead, up 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gallinari is out there with Ingram. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holiday in at the point. Randall. McGee with the block. Ingram outside. Back to Holiday. Pass to McGee. Ingram outside. Fades away. And right through it goes. Ingram's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Thunder. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Isaac passes to Trier. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. McGee's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Ingram outside. Gallinari down low. The offensive rebound. That shot off the mark. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Minnesota. Beasley, the pass to Randall. Can't hit from in close. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Isaac. Here's Okogie. Shoots from the high post, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Josh Okogie. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Trier. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Schroeder's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Beasley outside. To tie it up. Thunder with the rebound. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The pass to Isaac. Beasley outside. Now here's Fultz. Started by Schroeder. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Fultz. Schroeder passes to McGee. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. There's Gallinari with the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
The feed to Randall. Over Gallinari. That one rolling around and rims out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
McGee inside. Robinson on him. They get it again. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Fultz. That one, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Minnesota calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Danilo Gallinari.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Fultz.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Here's Schroeder. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Beasley on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Isaac kicks to Fultz. That one's not going to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Ingram outside. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Robert Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets it in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. First free throw is good. That one misses.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Williams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
He hits the second from the line. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. To the middle. Here's Randall. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Schroeder kicks to Gallinari. Lays it up and banks it in. Gallinari's got 12 points here in the second half. The Timberwolves shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Their offense not doing their best work of late. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Isaac. It's stolen by Schroeder. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 8. To the paint. Here's Randall. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both free throws good from Randall.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Now, here is Gallinari. Randall with some nice D. Here's Minnesota.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And an intentional foul right there. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the take.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the Timberwolves call time. They're down by 8. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Seconds left in the game. Beasley kicks to Isaac. Pass to Randall. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Baka kaya kala ni Daniel nandito na sa tatay, no? Dito rin ano? Dito rin ano pa?
Main ka na? Main ka na? Okay.
In the backcourt, Gallinari is out there with Ingram, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt, and it's Winslow in at the 3. A floater, and Morant will lay it in. And Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand, they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
Schroeder outside, inside. Here's Ingram. McGee trying to break free. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Schroeder.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. That shot off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari right side. Over Morant. And it's Gallinari missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Pass to Jackson. Chalk up 2 there.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball is right there.
Rear passes to Ingram. Gallinari against Jackson. McGee trying to break free. Here's Brooks. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
McGee finds Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Morant.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Winslow kicks to Morant. And there's the pass to Brooks. Charity stripe shot. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first one falls.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019.
And so he makes both from the line. Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to McGee. Schroeder outside. Back to McGee. Schroeder right side. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Well, for Memphis, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers, is important. Pass to Morant. With the floater, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Back to Brooks. Over Gallinari, and Brooks gets it on the assist by Morant.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in.
And let's take a look at Danilo Gallinari's